Yo, good vibes to the Immaculate Collective, everybody. It's your boy John. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic wrap-up to your weekend. And to my fellow Manchester United fans, I hope after that game, I hope you guys found some way to tune away from football and to try and at least find a way to wind down and enjoy your weekend. I am recording this a few hours after the defeat against West Ham. I normally don't do these often, but I wanted to sit down and just kind of talk to you guys from a sort of level-headed perspective. I felt like if I went live and talked about it when everybody was still kind of steaming and upset, might have garnered or might have brought about a weird level of anger and hate that I just didn't really want to sort of address at this moment. But this conversation is not a fun conversation. This conversation is a bleak one, rather. And as much as I feel like it is something that I kind of want to, turn away and not have to worry about, I feel like it is a problem that has been sitting in the back of the minds of many Manchester United fans. But as the season progressed, slowly, defeat after defeat, that problem has crept into the forefront and is laid out on the table for all of us to see. And that problem has to do with the situation surrounding Ruben Amorim. And I think we need to talk about this. And by the way, this is going to be a one take, so I do apologize if I stutter a little bit. I haven't done these in a while. Just kind of going off the dome and giving you guys how I feel about this entire situation. So let's get into it. But actually, before we do, please drop a like and hit that subscribe button. If you guys are brand new to the channel, my name is John. We talk about football, mostly Manchester United, but we are doing more football-related content other than Manchester United. So come join us. It's going to be a great time, especially post-season. And I can't wait to not have to talk about what we've been dealing with this entire season. But let's get into it. We got to talk about Ruben Amorim because shortly following that defeat, Ruben Amorim went into the press conference with an energy that kind of raised a little bit of eyebrows. Obviously, the decision to play Lenny Yoro, hindsight is 2020, but that has bitten him in the butt because a lot of United fans are like, why did you play him in a game where it doesn't even matter? It's a conversation for a different day. But these quotes from the press conference from Ruben Amorim is something that I wanted to address because he says certain things like, I feel embarrassed when looking at the Premier League table. For me, it doesn't matter if we win the Europa League because the problems are much bigger than that. I mean, what is bigger than the Europa League at this moment in time? I mean, what problems are so festering in the United team right now that the Europa League is minute when compared to these problems? That was the first ding that really sort of raised a flag in my head. And then what really hit me hard was this quote about the culture, because he said, I don't want to talk about the players. I'm talking about myself and the culture in the club. The culture in the team, I have that feeling. We need to change that. We need to be really strong in the summer and we need to be brave because we will not have a next season like this. If we start like this, if the feeling is still there, we should give this space to different persons. That shook me to the core. Because that right there is Ruben Amorim admitting that this is so bad, that this problem has seeped so deeply into the culture of Manchester United, that if he himself, who is taking on this project with such a level of confidence and determination, if he himself can't change this, he's basically coming out and saying, hey, if I can't take care of this, then somebody else has to. I don't know if this kind of quote is going to help Ruben Amorim, but it certainly doesn't help us fans. Because us fans are sitting here this season with a mentality almost of manager FC, in the sense that we protect this manager and we back him till the day we die. We ride with him so heavy. Because we know that Ruben Amorim, coming into this job, we knew that he had such a massive job ahead of him. We all understood that. But the one thing that I really liked about what Ruben Amorim said when he first took over the job and when he did that interview with Manchester United, walking around looking suave in his tracksuit, in the floodlights, under the floodlights at Old Trafford, he said something that I'll never forget. He said, winning will buy him time. That was such a refreshing thing because he understood himself that United fans were all exasperated. The board was looking for an answer, a serious answer. Everybody was searching for that answer and that he wasn't going to have the time unless he won. Winning was going to buy him that time. But we haven't been winning. The Premier League has been such a big problem for us. We're sitting 16th at this moment in time. At the time of recording, we've lost 17 times. Manchester United fans, after Sir Alex Ferguson, when we were finishing 5th and 6th, that was the worst thing that has ever happened to us. And then we finished 8th under Ten Hag. We're like, oh my God, it can't get any worse than this. This season, no matter how much I sit here and try to be positive and optimistic, you know I do not like faking that kind of crap. It's only about authenticity and trying to be as genuine as possible. The past 18, 20, God knows how long, many months since it's been that bad, that downturn, has been the worst time as a content creator for me. It has been the worst. And now we're sitting here talking about 16th. It is absolutely stunk. I am exhausted just thinking about it. I don't even get paid to do this stuff. I don't even get paid by the club. I don't get paid by anybody. I am exhausted. But I felt it was always my duty to try and be a level-headed in that sense because we were all upset, you know? And while there is this glimmer of hope in the Europa League final, even that isn't guaranteed in itself. Of course, winning it, and I believe we will win it, but of course, winning it will give Ruben Amorim and all of us affiliated with the club that breathing room to go, oh, thank God it's over, you know? Because that mentality sets us up in that precedence to say, okay, there's at least still next season we can look forward to. That sigh of relief. But if we don't win, if we continue to lose in the Premier League, I'm not even talking about the Europa League. If we don't win in the Premier League, we're setting us up to be in a position where next season, if we don't start off the rip, if we don't start with wins, if we don't start with incredible positivities, unfortunately, whether I like it or not, whether somebody like myself who backs Ruben Amorim 100%, whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not, slowly but surely the fans, the heads will start to turn. Slowly but surely the board, their heads will start to turn. And Ruben Amorim will not have that time. And that's my concern. That's my major concern. Because that pressure of the signings that we'll make in the summer transfer window, the pressure that is already existing at our club is going to be here. We're adding pressure on top of the pressure. And you know what happens? It's simple laws of physics. When pressure continues to add into a confined space that can't maintain or sustain that pressure, what happens? Boom, it explodes. I feel like this season was already a season that made us explode in this Premier League campaign, but we know what happens. It can continue to explode, and that's what I'm scared of. I'm so scared. Look, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I told you guys at the start of the stream today, I woke up to some really bad news, and I woke up to some really sad news, and I was hoping and praying that Manchester United could potentially help put a smile on my face. But that hasn't been the case this season. So, not too disappointed in that regard. But I hope and pray that this football club can be a club that can bring about smiles again to us Manchester United fans. It's been tough. I'm worried about Ruben Amorim. I really am. Because I back this manager and I back this team. You know I do. We back them 110%. But if the results aren't there, if those wins that haven't bought him the time, if those wins aren't there, I fear the worst. Without exception, he needs to win this Europa League. Without exception, this Manchester United side. If there's any level of ounce of pride left in our system, we need to win this Europa League final. I couldn't give a damn, with the greatest respect to Tottenham at this moment in time. I couldn't give a damn anytime. It's about us. It's about United. We got to win this damn thing. I don't believe in jinxes. I don't believe in fate. I don't believe in none of that. I believe in hard work. I believe that hard work and our efforts writes our own future and our own destiny. It's about taking responsibility. It's about taking hold of what we can control. We've been given this lifeline in this Europa League final. Then take it by the scruff of the neck. Take it as if it's everything that's left for us to fight for. Because that's all we have at this moment in time. And I sure as hope and pray that we take that mentality, that winning mentality, that the years and years of pride and tradition and culture that's been seeped into this batch. Yeah. I hope that the players, the team, the staff, everybody walking into that Europa League final, I hope they remember that. I hope they feel that. I hope they've injected that into their veins walking into Bilbao. Ruben Amorim, I'm going to continue to back him. I'm going to continue to back him. I'm going to continue to back him because he deserves that time. He took a job with the risk, well knowing the risks. When he said he didn't want to take that risk, he took this job well knowing the circumstances. But what do you guys think? That's enough of me yapping. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys worry for Ruben Amorim? Are you confident? You don't need to write about anything else because I'm sure as hell we're going to walk into the Europa League final with the mentality of winners. But let me know in the comments. That's it for me for today. I'm going to go take a walk, get some exercise. My back's been killing me. I got to go get something to eat. I haven't eaten anything all day. But yeah, hopefully I can wash away that sadness that I've had to experience this morning. And this weekend should wrap up into something a little bit better, hopefully. Yeah. I gotta go find some yummy food. But anyways, that's it for me for today. Thank you guys so much. If you guys enjoyed that, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, get in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Are you guys worried about Ruben Amorim? Are you not worried? Let me know. That's it. I'm out of here. Be happy, be healthy, take care of your loved ones, and until next time, I'll see y'all's later. Goodbye.